What's up, everyone? Welcome to Season 2, Episode 9 of The Mark Mo Show. My name is Mark Maloney, and I am your host, along with AK219's very own Aiden Maloney. More importantly, Aiden spelled the right way. That is his gaming channel. Make sure you check that out. How you doing, Aiden?
Doing pretty fantastic. A little tired, a little sleepy.
Yeah.
But, there's nothing wrong with that. You gotta listen to your body when you're feeling fatigued or tired,
Oh, for sure. Yeah, there's no doubt about that.
Gotten in too comfortable of a habit of not doing that, and then I'm like, why do I feel like garbage all the time? It's like, well...
Got to get a little bit of sleep.
Yeah. Remember when you were feeling sleepy 2 hours before you went to bed? That's probably why.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no doubt. But at any rate, we produce new content every week on all podcast platforms and YouTube. And then we also have some one-off interviews coming your way. And we just had a few recently. I got one coming up. I don't know if it's going to be the tail end of this season or the beginning of the next. But that one is going to be pretty tight. And I actually have kind of a waiting list building. So that's a good thing. But we only do 2 or 3 interviews a season. So... folks gotta wait.
Gotta wait their turn.
Gotta wait.
Demand is high, but supply is steady.
The supply is steady, and you get your free sweat pills on top of that. At any rate, if you like the Mark Mo Show, check out my radio show. It's called After Hours. You can find the stream at wvlp.org or on your TuneIn app on the handheld device. 2 hours of Celtic punk and alt rock. Tuesday nights, 9 p.m. Central Standard Time, and Friday at 4 p.m. Central Standard Time. You should also check out the Guys Being Dudes, as we talked about, and Aiden spelled the right way, on YouTube. And it is very, very entertaining gaming content. Just recently watched the one at the school that was just like you played just like the 5-minute version of it or the 10-minute
The demo, yeah.
The demo.
Yep.
That, like...
I think that was Fear Academy, right?
Fear Academy.
Yeah.
That was it. I couldn't remember the name. That was frightening.
That was very scary.
There's more noises and things you couldn't see.
Right.
And I was not a fan of that.
Yeah, it's like that looming dread. It's like, oh no, when's a bad thing going to happen?
Oh yeah, for sure. So check it out. He plays a lot of games. He plays some fun games, some scary games. A lot of really cool PC kind of stuff.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, so definitely check that out. Now... Before I get into some serious bus talk, Father's Day with my co-host was a really good time, no question. Great food, great fun, cold beer. But aside from that day, last few weeks, been kind of up and down. And we've had this talk before on previous episodes, how that roller coaster goes in my life. The highs aren't super high, the lows are like almost in hell. And... So basically, like this, and I won't go into details, but like starting like this past weekend, even into last night, it's just like the 7th level of hell, and you just kind of get to that point where you just kind of say you're done, because it's just like, and as I said, it's very easy to get off the highway right now, and I'm so amped up to do it, and
right.
I'm going to calm myself here and not do it. But I'm just going to say this. When you're a good human, when you're a good friend, and no one's perfect, right? Absolutely no one is perfect. People fuck up, whether they're big fuck-ups or little fuck-ups or all sorts of fuck-ups in between, right? That doesn't mean you're automatically a bad person. You're still that same good person. You just messed up, right? So, to me, not that I've recently had any mess-ups. I haven't. It's just kind of like... doing time for like shit that was done in the past, and it was shit that wasn't even that bad, and you're just like, are people that frickin' petty in this lifetime to be able to treat someone so shittily that they used to hold in high esteem and actually called a friend? I don't get it.
Yeah.
I don't get it. And it upsets me a lot.
Yeah.
And it's to the point where we're not a very big part of the world. We're not Chicago or LA or New York. We're considered Chicagoland, but our little metro area in Valparaiso is like 37,000 people, give or take.
Yeah.
It's not very big. So it's hard not to run into people or situations, and it sucks. I can, you can mess up in Chicago. Who gives a shit? You got 24 other friends. You can go to the other side of the city. I mean, It's just, it doesn't matter. And most times I find people in big cities, they just got thicker skin too, because you live in the big city. And I think, it's just kind of one of those things. Like, I just find like it's water under the bridge a hell of a lot more. And maybe I'm wrong in that concept about big city versus kind of this tiny little town bullshit. But I'm just really over it.
Yeah.
And I kind of thought I was about a year ago, and that feeling just hasn't changed. So it's just going to get to the point, like when I actually pull the trigger, when I get to the point to do it. Because, it's small town Midwest. Some people probably love it. I'm not a fan any longer.
Yeah.
I'm really not. And it makes it tough. It really makes it tough. Sometimes you feel like you're Moby Dick in a goldfish bowl.
Right.
And you have to
skedaddle.
You have to move on. You just have to realize that, there are probably people there that you still care about and that you wish them well. But sadly, there's probably just as many that you'd be happy to tell to fuck off.
Sure.
And just be on your way,
Right.
So it's tough. It's really tough, especially based on what I'm about to talk about, because it's super like happy and good. But I suppose, and this is maybe the yin and yang of life, right? When you have such a great day and you meet good people, it somehow amplifies the bad in a way, and it's hard to explain. But like you have such a great day like that, and then you realize that all this other shit is so much worse, and that it could be so much better because you just experienced that.
Sure. Yeah.
It's a very strange duality to that. It's really odd. But I think I'm going to pull the trigger on something soon. I just don't know how and when. But in this life, you guys, and I mean just not me, but all of you, don't settle. Don't settle. Don't get too comfortable in one thing. Don't take abuse in any form. In any fucking form. Don't do it. Just have enough love for yourself to flip those double birds and just move on your way.
Right.
Because you do not need it. There are better people in this world. So yeah, I think I'll leave it at that.
Fair points. Absolutely.
I think I'll leave it at that, because the rest is just too tough to talk about.
Sure.
And we really have like a fun show planned. But getting a little bit off of my chest is cathartic at times, and it's really weighed me down this week, to the point where I almost had a panic attack today. Like, I was like at my desk and I'm like, holy shit, and could not concentrate, could not get work done, and I'm like, this is not worth it.
Right.
This is absolutely not worth it. And God, I'm trying to think of the movie. I think it's Denzel Washington. It might be The Equalizer, the first one, and he's talking to that young girl in the coffee shop where he goes and has his tea and reads his books. Yeah. And she kind of is trying to tell him, like, he's trying to be encouraging to her, and she was like, I'm trying to think of the line, but it's something along the lines of trying to tell him, like, he's like, you can be anything you want to be, blah, blah. And her response to that was, not in my world. And then his response to her was, change your world.
Fair points. Good lines.
And I watched that movie the other night, and when he said that, I was just like, I've heard that line.
I've
heard that line plenty, but it's never hit like it just hit.
Right.
But, at any rate, that's my shit. But, all right, well, let's continue on. There's really no perfect segue to move forward on that. But at any rate, once again, it was a great Father's Day. This guy's amazing. Was definitely a highlight for sure. We had a fantastic day. Aiden just has to stop headbutting things.
Yeah, that's my bad.
And that just kind of, that was shocking.
Yeah.
To say the least. The Aiden comes back, he's got blood on his nose, and we're like, what? And you're like, you looked, you're like, I don't know. You're like, shit. So you're like, okay, time to end the day. But at any rate, it's good that wasn't like a series or anything. But at any rate, this past Saturday, I rode the Magic Bus throughout Northwest Indiana, and it was truly magical. Magic Bus, thank you, driver, for getting me there.
What? Magic what?
I don't know. Magic Bus. But can I buy your Magic Bus?
What is this?
No, I want it. Well, you can't have it.
I can't have the bus?
No, man. It's Magic Bus. The who? Roger Daltrey. Well, I was on the bus.
Okay.
I was on the bus. It was magical. F it. It is magical.
If it's anything like your song, it has to be wonderfully magical.
It has to be wonderfully magical. And by the way, Magic Bus is a Who song, and I did less than 7 seconds in each little bit. So no copyright claim for you, Mr. Pete Townsend and Roger Daltrey. That's all I got to say.
Hear that, YouTube?
Hear that, YouTube?
Get
lost. Anyway, I rode on this magical bus on a dive bar crawl. It was organized by Tasty 219 Podcast and Lakedale Ale in Lowell, Indiana. It was approximately 6 hours long. Started and finished at Lakedale, covered 5 other regional dive bars. Those bars were Bugaboos in Cedar Lake, Willows in Griffith, Tap House 1233 in Lake Station, Rusty Nail Sports Bar in Portage, and Track Lounge in Crown Point. I do have to say, full disclosure, sustained day drinking is exhausting.
Put you right to sleep.
Oh my God. As a newbie on this bus tour, I understood why so many people brought coolers and bags and stuff like that with them. They were like stocked up with water and caffeine and snacks.
Smart.
And I looked, I'm like, next time. Yep.
Yeah.
Definitely got to remember that. I will certainly bring those types of things. I met quite a few people on this trip, and a few people that I knew but didn't know I knew.
Oh, you had to play the great game of discovery.
Right.
Where do I know your face?
As I've always told people, I never forget a face, I never forget a place, I don't always remember the name.
Yeah.
And I definitely remembered the face, I just didn't know. I didn't know where. I had no idea. But at any rate, the vibe was fantastic, party atmosphere, beginning to end. People were certainly inebriated by the time we got to the last couple of stops, but like nobody was like gone to the point of like they're a problem.
Yeah.
Like none of that existed. Just singing, dancing, drinking, eating, all that kind of. There was food at every stop, free food at every stop. Some had shots and drinks and things like that, Jello shots, whatever. It was so much fun, and we were able to bring some extra business to some dive bars. So. That probably won't see big crowds like that in the middle of the day on a Saturday. So it was just kind of win-win for everyone, and it was a lot of fun. I want to thank Larry and Greg from the Tasty 219 Podcast for being amazing hosts and putting this crawl together. It was their third one, and then Lakedale Ale for being the home base and also being part of this as well. Giving us that free pizza at the end was key. And want to give a shout out to that person that I knew that I didn't know that I knew. That was my bus buddy, Dawn.
Bus buddy
Dawn. She, okay, so we're talking, knowing that we know each other but didn't know. And so we're talking, and I mentioned my friend Melissa, who's a bartender in Crown Point, at this bar, Zombie Club. Man, whew. So at this bar, Zombie Club, and she's like, "Oh, I know Melissa. She's great. I work over at Tavern." I'm like, "Okay, all right, building blocks here. We're figuring this out." And I knew I didn't meet her in Zombie, so I'm like, "All right, must have been a Tavern. I've only been to Tavern a couple of times, so we're working on this thing." And I'm like, "Well, I went to the St. Patty's Day crawl thing with my friend Cody." And we were doing, and she's like, no, I wasn't at that. I was off that day. I didn't go. I was like, okay. So I was eliminated. So I was like, well, recently it was Melissa's birthday, and Melissa and Dustin and I and a bunch of her other friends that live in Crown Point, we went to the Pride crawl, and we had this table back in the corner, and the light went on in her head, and she said, my friend Chase, you guys were like playfully flirting all day and having fun, and like he was like trying to squeeze in, but he was kind of half giving you a lap dance, and you were like, hey, forgot my singles or whatever, like totally having fun with it. She's like, I was the blonde on the other side of the table. I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, so that was it.
Discovery.
It was like, oh, like it all made sense, right? So so we had a really good time, and it was a great day. I got a new bus buddy, and I will definitely be going. October 18th is the next one. Keep an eye on Tasty219 podcast for sure, and their socials. They're going to release all that information soon. I guess they got 4 of the 5 bars lined up already, so
nice.
That's pretty solid. So definitely looking forward to it. And I was a guest on their podcast last night, and we talked about this very magical bus crawl. Magic bus.
The only magic bus I know is the magic school bus.
No Miss Frizzle shit. No,
Miss Frizzle out there hammering down some high lifes.
That's exactly what she was doing, man. I mean, she was doing the Chicago handshake. She was digging that Malort, man. Yeah, Miss Frizzle's a freak.
Fucking Arnold or whatever his name is.
My God.
I knew I should have stayed home today.
Yeah. Oh no.
Shut up. Here's your Malort.
We had that homie doing keg stands. Yeah, it was all good. No, it was Magic Bus. It was a lot of fun, and it was great. So I highly recommend it. Had a blast, and so this guy here to my left, it's interesting because there's a tie-in for him too, and that tie-in is that he works for a company here in Northwest Indiana, and he is a truck driver and delivers beer to many of the fine establishments across Northwest Indiana.
I certainly have.
So as I'm like, hey man, I'm here, this is cool, blah, blah, and he's like, oh, yeah, it's kind of shitty to deliver. So it's funny getting his take, because his take was more business and work. Oh man, that place is not good to deliver to.
Right. It's like, oh man, taking kegs up and down stairs at like certain locations. Like, different insights. You know, you get that front end, how's the experience? I get the back end of like, oh no.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Delivering to this place in the winter is terrible.
Oh yeah. Well, one of the easiest deliveries that he had was when I was working with this liquor store, Kennan Liquors. And basically you pull up in the alley, you open the door, straight in the door, straight in the cooler. About as easy as it gets.
Yeah, not bad. Not bad.
Yeah, sometimes the cooler's a little tight, maneuvering around, especially if people like don't prep it for the delivery first, which I always tried to do, but I wasn't always there for every delivery. And so I think he probably knew the day I wasn't working.
Yeah, and it's tough too, especially with like stores, like any store, but specifically in my line of work, like liquor stores that are in strip malls.
Yeah.
Because they have such limited space, it's like, you want to carry what we're delivering 200 different SKUs into your store, which multiple of each, you're talking several hundred cases of beer, and you don't have the room. It's like, oh no.
That's tough.
Oh no, like I don't want to leave a mess for the employees, but at the same time I can't be here for 3 hours.
You can't.
I have other stuff to do.
Right. You know, at that point, it was always like me, and then Andy was pretty good at it too, just like greeting the guys bringing the stuff in. And once it looks like it's getting tight, it's just like, all right, put that there, there, we'll figure it out, so you can get on your way, and then we can start figuring out what the hell we're doing. Because a lot of times, for example, a lot of the microbrews, craft beers, that kind of stuff that were in the cooler are all the way in the back.
Right.
And if they're unloading Miller Lite and they're unloading a bunch of other stuff, and it's piling up, you don't really have a thoroughfare to get to the back anymore.
Right.
And so it becomes a bit problematic, and they got to shift things around, and it became a pain in the ass.
Yeah, logistics.
Logistics is huge. Yeah, logistics definitely huge. But Magic Bus, if we, I'm going to be doing this all episode.
Anytime you say Magic Bus, I picture the big yellow Magic School Bus. And then the theme song starts playing in my head, which is not the song you're singing.
No,
it's a completely different song.
It is not. It is not. As a matter of fact, funny story. Apparently, it is Pete Townsend that hates playing that live. And The Simpsons made fun of it one time when they had the cartoon Who on one episode. And, like, people are like, hey! And then Homer's like, play Magic Bus! So great. So great. But anyway, it's like I just went on this thing by myself. And by the way, just made it. We had to record that morning because I felt like dog crap on the day before. So we recorded that Saturday morning. I got out here early. And, like, we finished the show, and I'm like, gotta go.
Yep.
And I, like, ran out to my car. I literally, like, just whipped it into the parking lot. Parked my car. There was, like, 10 people left to get on the bus. I was like, holy shit. And I, like, run up, and they see me. They're like, oh, my God. I'm like, oh, dude, I made it. And he didn't know that I was recording the podcast. Like, did you do the podcast first? I'm like, yes, I did. So that's crazy.
We run a tight ship around here.
We definitely run a tight ship. But all I'm trying to say is, you know, whether it's going on an excursion like this or a movie or out to dinner or whatever, it's like, you know, if you're feeling stuck in that rut, sick of the grind, jump out of your comfort zone, do something you haven't done before, do something you enjoy to do, take some time off, do something with someone you love or a family or a group of friends, or like I said, hell, go by yourself and just have a good time. That's what I did in this case, and I'm so super happy that I did on the Magic Bus.
Oh, man.
It is magical.
The Magic Bus?
Magic Bus. It's great. I loved it.
It's like one of those things, you know, like the Staples button, you push it, and then it's like, that was easy.
That was easy.
It's like the same thing. You just say the words Magic Bus, and then you are forced to Magic Bus.
Magic Bus. Might hear that one more time today. We'll see.
One more.
One more. 10. We'll see. Where it's appropriate.
Right.
Or inappropriate. Anyway, we got a quick break coming up. Thanks so much for being here on the show. Thanks for my little bit of rant there at the beginning. But hell, that's what these podcasts are for, right? We're going to come back. We're going to do some Carpe Diem for you here on the Mark Mo Show. All right, we are back, and it is time for Carpe Diem. That is you fine folks sending us your DMs, and then we read them on the old podcast here. And statements, quotes. Well, obviously they'd be quotes of you, but you could have quotes of other people. I don't care. I don't make the rules, damn it.
Whose quote is it if you're quoting someone else?
Ooh, man. That's a tasty vortex right there.
Yeah, I know, right?
Ooh, what do you do with that?
Almost paradoxical.
It really is. It's almost magical.
Magic Bus.
All day, people, all day. Anyway, Aiden. Oh, by the way, yeah. Sometimes it's questions.
Oh,
and
sure.
We'll get questions, and then we read it, and then we go. Should we answer it? Maybe.
See when we get there. We'll burn that bridge when we approach it.
Yeah, we're gonna burn the damn bridge anyway. I will burn every bridge I can. Aiden, what do you got, man?
Got some DMs here. I got one here from Magic Man asking, would you rather have $100,000 deposited in your bank account tax-free, or always get the perfect amount of restful sleep for the rest of your life?
Oof.
It's a tough one, in my opinion. I think $100,000 is a life-changing quantity of money. Absolutely life-changing.
Well, for us poor folks.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Know, for Bezos, it's probably what he's got in his pocket.
Right.
Boy, that's
tough, because one of them will permanently have an effect on your life, right? Always feeling rested when you wake up would be wonderful.
Sure.
But so would $100,000.
That'd be great.
I mean, a lot of things would be fixed with $100,000.
I think so.
Oh, that's tough.
Yeah.
That's really tough. But then again, okay, hear me out. I'll take the $100,000.
Yep.
I will forego the perfect sleep. But having the $100,000 will lift a lot of stress off of me, which will likely improve my sleep anyway. Boom.
Wow.
Boom. I'm taking the 100K.
I like what you did there.
Yeah.
I like what you did there. I'm probably gonna take the 100K too.
Yeah.
Because based on the earlier portion of this podcast, it will allow me to just drop everything and ski daddle.
Yeah.
Which would be lovely. So if you're out there and just want to throw 100K at me, let's go.
Yeah.
I love it.
You could we'll rename the podcast after you. How about that?
That sounds amazing.
If you want to be that person.
Yeah, let's call it Magic Bus.
Magic Bus.
Magic Bus.
Next DM I received, not Thanos6969 asks, if Thanos snapped away all 8 billion people, and then they came back in 5 years, how do you think the Earth would be different?
Ooh.
That's a fun one.
So everyone's gone.
Everyone's gone for 5 years.
And then 5 years are back.
Yep.
We
kind of got a little hint of what that might be like during COVID, when most of the world was kind of, put on lockdown, essential work only. Well, except in the U.S., essential work kind of meant everything anyway. But yeah, we kind of got a little hint, like water's cleared up, air pollution was down.
Yeah.
People got into the arts, people learned how to bake and do all that kind of stuff. But the Earth itself, like, water pollution was down, air pollution was down, and that was just like, what, we were locked up for a couple months, maybe?
Yeah.
Maybe? You talk 5 years, I think there would be a lot of overgrowth.
Yeah.
In kind of everywhere, right? Because no one would maintain lawns or golf courses or stadiums. But 5 years, is 5 years enough time for weather patterns and climate change to start reversing?
Yeah.
Or do you think it would take longer than that?
Mm-mm.
No?
No. Yeah, the air would improve probably within months.
Right.
So I would imagine you'd probably have more birds. Bees would flourish again.
Yeah.
So you'd have a lot of real positives there. However, your roads will be done. Everything will be overgrown.
Yep.
Kudzu and ivy and all kinds of stuff like that. There was a show, was it Discovery? I can't remember what channel it was on.
Yeah.
It's called Life After People.
That's right. Yeah.
And they'd be like, after 10 days, after 2 weeks,
Right.
after a month, and like just different things. And like when is to the point where like houses and buildings start to fail and dams would break and like all this other stuff. And I think in 5 years' time, it'd be a real problem. Like people would come back and like their homes would be overgrown.
Yeah.
And there would probably be families of raccoons and rats and all those things.
Oh, I'm sure cockroaches would take over.
Oh, they would. They'd be everywhere.
Yep.
They'd be everywhere.
I'm sure the electrical grids would be fried. I think the two main points, now that you've brought up what you've brought up, the two main points that kind of hit with me is, like, first of all, I would wonder which animal would kind of take over as the apex predator during that time, because deers are already overpopulated. They're everywhere.
They're getting eaten.
Would they continue to grow, or whatever is eating them would be the apex predator?
Yeah, I think you're looking at cougars. You're looking at black bears, brown bears. I think it's you're going to have the ice reform on the north too. So I think polar bear numbers would probably go up as well, and they're definitely an apex predator.
That's true. I think the second point would be how devastating it would be for house pets.
Oh, they'd all be dead.
Yeah.
I mean, well, 5 years, it depends. Like, if you have a 10-year-old dog, it's probably going to die. But I think there are dogs and breeds that probably would flourish and figure it out. And so, for example, you're gone and you've got a dog and he's 3 years old and he's an Australian Shepherd or he's a German Shepherd. Well, they're going to figure shit out real fast. And you're never going to see that dog again because they're going to be running in packs and they're going to be killing the deer and they're going to kill beavers and raccoons and possum and everything else just to survive.
Right.
So you'd have a lot of packs of dogs, I think.
Yeah. Interesting.
Cats would still probably be assholes and sit in people's broken windows.
Yeah, I think cats would be mostly unbothered.
They would, for sure.
Quite.
Quite.
House has been quiet
Where's
for a while.
Where's my owner? It's been pleasant.
Yeah, right. The final question I received from our boy Hambone.
Hambone.
Asking, how would you describe your age to someone if you couldn't tell them the number? It's a fair question.
You can't actually say the age,
Yeah.
but you can describe it in any other way.
Yep.
Half century.
Oh, there you go. Yeah. That's fair. I was thinking way more complicated. I'm like, okay, too young to enjoy MySpace, too old to care about TikTok.
Right.
What else is there? I saw the beginning of YouTube, but I was still a wee lad.
Yeah.
I remember printing out Google Maps papers because we didn't have smartphones.
My first album was a Christmas gift from my brother, and it was Van Halen's 1984.
Oh, there you go.
So
Fair point.
You get an idea there.
Yeah.
I guess. That's pretty good, Hambo.
Yeah, absolutely. I guess alternatively, I could just say quarter
century. Yeah.
That's also fair.
You're quarter, I'm half. We're not getting to full. It's not.
It's not in our blood.
No.
You know what it is? Magic Bus.
Magic Bus. And beer. Yeah, I've got one. First one is from @5fingers and Freddy.
Oh, no, what? No, Freddy.
Freddy, ow. I love scary horror games. I love Aiden's YouTube channel.
Oh, my man.
What is your favorite horror game?
Ooh, man.
Put you on the spot.
That's a good question. That's a really good question. It's tough because there are a lot of genres of horror I like. I really like the anomaly hunting games. I'm not great at them, but I really like them. I think Observation Duty would probably be in the top 5.
Okay.
I think one of the first exploration horror games I played was called Transmemory.
Yeah.
And that one would probably be on the list just because it was one of the first ones that really scared the shit out of me.
Yep.
So that would be on the list. Oh, man. I think Para Eyes would, which is similar to Observation Duty, just functions a little differently. Those would probably be all in the top 5. I think a couple games I haven't played yet but have the potential to be.
Yeah.
I think there's one called Look Away, which is like a horror RPG that looks really fantastic. And then I'm trying to remember of the one. You remember the game I played where I was driving the car and I had to follow the zebras and there was the dancing devil man on the mountain. I was like, oh shit, I can't go towards the zebras. I forget what that was called.
Oh, I know which one you're talking about.
Oh, something night. Oh man, I gotta look it up.
Okay.
I gotta live research this one.
Yeah, you can definitely do that. I know that, like I said, the one with the school, the most recent one, that was a demo.
Fear Academy.
Fear Academy, that demo, and that was pretty sweet.
Night Drive is the game I was thinking
Night Drive, that's
Night
it.
Drive.
Yep.
Yes. Yeah, Night Drive would also be in the top 5, I think. That one was fantastic.
Interesting.
Interessante.
Very much so. I like that. Well, hopefully, 5 Fingers, you enjoyed that.
I guess also he probably would have enjoyed if I said FNAF, Five Nights at Freddy's.
Yeah.
Because it seems like that's right up his alley.
I would think so, based on
his ass.
Or up his... That could very well be.
Magic Bus.
Magic Bus. @JJ, King of Gold. Hey guys, not sure how into business you are, but I have a bad feeling about things.
Get in line.
Welcome to the club. I am thinking about pulling my money out of my 401k and liquidating my stocks. Any thoughts?
Oh, man. I would just completely get out of the United States.
That would help.
Get off of the United States dollar entirely. And then what's something that's always going to be valuable? Gold, silver. Geez, what else?
Yeah, I was about to say precious metals is a good thing to get into, for sure.
Not that we're giving financial advice. Don't take this as financial advice. We're just hypothesizing.
We know based on history,
right,
that when the dollar and the economy take a shit, that precious metals usually go the other way.
Right.
So
exactly.
If that's where we're heading,
it's an idea.
It's an idea, and you can squirrel those things away in piggy banks and fake book banks and all sorts of things like that, and use it on a rainy day.
Right, exactly. It's an idea.
It's going to rain a lot.
Yeah, seemingly.
Seemingly. Yeah, it should. Indeed.
Quite.
At Susie Snowflake. I would like to know what parts of the United States are your favorite. I currently live in Indiana, and I hate this place. I think it's time to go. Wow, Susie, we should get together.
Snowflake.
We should really get together.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, considering how absolutely disastrously hot it's been outside over the last week or so, I honestly wouldn't mind seeing a snowflake. Just give me a break from the heat.
Just a little bit.
I've always said, anywhere between 30 degrees and 80 degrees, I'm fine. I'm chilling.
Not higher, not lower.
Exactly. Is that too much to ask for?
It seems fair.
Is that too much to ask for?
It's really not. There's got to be a climate somewhere like that.
Yeah. God, I hope. I want to be there. But to answer the question, Mrs. Snowflake,
there you go.
if plausible.
If there's a snowman at home. Magic bus.
Favorite places in the U.S. I love the Pacific Northwest. I think that it's just beautiful out there. The weather's nicer than it is out here anyway.
Yeah.
Pacific Northwest is fantastic. I'm sure I would love New England area. I think I would like Vermont.
The falls are awesome.
I think I would love Maine. I would say that's probably my top places.
Yeah.
I think Minnesota's pretty nice as well, even though their winters are kind of whack.
Right.
So.
And their football team wears purple and goes,
shut up, Vikings.
But aside from that.
Yeah, exactly. Now, if I had a top two, it'd be Pacific Northwest or New England.
Yeah, I'm right there with you. Minnesota's not terrible. I'm just not a fan of the snow, and I know they get a lot.
Yeah.
So that would be the deal breaker there. But like summers, I'm sure are great up there. I also like South Beach a lot. It's an international city. There's a lot of people from everywhere else, which makes the city a lot of fun. And even though it's hot, it's different because you're right on the Atlantic Ocean. So it's never like hot because you're getting that breeze if you're close enough, which keeps that temp down a little bit. And I don't know. I like it.
Yeah,
it's
I
kind
agree.
Of a cool spot. Last one here at Stoner Stanley 420.
My man.
Our guy, been with us forever. Alan and Momo Show. Hey, where the magic bus go?
I swear to God, he reads your mind.
He really does. Hey, where the magic bus go? I was waiting on the road and it is not here.
Oh no!
He must
tried to go with you.
He heard and he just waited on the side of the road for a bus that was never coming.
We don't even know if he lives nearby.
I don't know where he lives.
He could have been waiting for any bus.
Right.
God forbid he gets on the wrong one.
No, he probably just walked up from the river
to the road. The bus will get me.
It's a bus ain't coming. And it did not. Sorry, Stanley.
Catch us on the next one, Stan.
Absolutely. You're going to have to do it. Well, thank you for the DMs. If you want our socials, send us some DMs. We'll read them on the air. Or we won't. But yeah, please send them. That would be amazing. Also, please like and subscribe. If you're having fun with us, definitely do that. This is the time where we talk about other foods with Aiden Maloney. He finds foods that, well, you're not going to find at McDonald's or Burger King or Wendy's or anything like that. They're usually foreign, not always, but usually foreign and usually quite disgusting.
Disturbing
even, yes. What do you got for us?
Well, today I went, took a little tangent of my own.
Ooh.
We're talking about other drank today. Other drank. This is snake wine.
Snake wine.
Snake wine. Out of places like Japan, Vietnam, and China. So, distilled rice wine is mixed with honey and herbs and a snake.
And a snake.
The snake is chilled until it passes out. It is then gutted and sewn back together.
Oh, no.
It's then inserted into this bottle of distilled rice wine. When the snake is thawed, it briefly awakens before dying in an aggressive pose. The alcohol neutralizes the venom of the snake, making the liquor, of course, safe to drink. The habu snakes are believed to have medicinal properties, and this is considered an aphrodisiac.
Oh, wow.
They did make sure to note if the intestines are not removed, the drink has a very pungent smell.
Ooh.
Which makes sense. You wouldn't want snake shit in your beverage. It's called, I don't want to mispronounce this, I'm trying, awamori, I believe, a liquor made from long-grained indica rice, which is, of course, distilled rather than brewed.
Okay.
It's different because it has a snake inside of it.
Yes.
The snake, the habu sake, or snake wine, the snake itself is poisonous. A pit viper, closely related to the rattlesnake and copperhead. A bite from the snake can cause vomiting, hypotension, and possibly death.
Good God.
Some bitten patients report losing mobility in their arms and legs. But don't worry, safe to drink, they say. The snake is, of course, local to Southeast Asia and Japan. There are plenty of other snake wine versions throughout Southeast Asia. All use venomous snakes, and the more venomous, the better.
Oh, no.
Not my quote. Not my quote. I'm just reading it. It's said to treat rheumatism and other health problems and pain. The snake wine is thought to originate from China around 1000 BC.
China.
It's believed to be reinvigorating. According to traditional Chinese medicine, snake wine is rumored to cure everything from farsightedness to hair loss, as well as to increase sexual performance.
Hey!
It's sold in China, India, Vietnam, and many other parts of Southeast Asia. Many of the snakes used for snake wine are endangered and thus cannot be imported into most countries.
Oh, my Lord.
So, little snake wine for you
snake
today.
Wine. I have a funny feeling that when I get to the pub tonight, they probably won't have that.
No, worth asking, though.
Yeah, you guys got the snake wine, and then
snake wine?
Then he walks over to the cooler, presses the button, the cooler opens up to these stairs, and it goes down into this dark club.
You're going to want to come with me.
You're going to want to come with me. You wanted the snake wine with the deer testicles? No, just the snake wine, please.
Straight, please. Just straight.
Just straight, yes. Oh, man, that's...
Did you mean to say sake? No, snake.
No, snake.
Snake wine.
Snake. Oh, come with me. Yeah, yikes. Yeah.
Now that you've tried it, look at this. It's like the Men in Black. Boing!
You forget the club's down there. They put you back at the bar. Huh? What?
Oh, I've been meaning to ask you guys, do you have snake wine?
Yeah, I've been meaning. Do you guys have snake wine? Nah, man. It's crazy. Oh, man. That's good. Well, we're gonna test drive a new segment here, and it's not particularly long, but I've been wanting to do reviews of something, and I get very passionate about pizza. There's currently a very famous guy doing that, so I'll leave that to him. I'm very much into Italian beef sandwiches. However, where we live, we're kind of limited on the amount.
We got a couple.
We've got, I mean, there's some good ones around, but it's like it's not Al's as well. We do have Pops now. We do have Pops, but
Chicago's creeping in slowly.
Creeping in, baby.
And you know what? I'm fine with it.
I'm fine with it.
Keep it coming.
Keep creeping. Keep bringing it.
Gotta creep.
Got creep.
Creep.
Just creep.
So you're quoting TLC. I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't know what you're talking about. Just don't go chasing waterfalls.
I don't want no scrubs.
I don't want no scrubs. It was
Captain.
I'm at the bar Monday night, and I'm hanging out with my friends Melissa and Dustin, and we were just shooting this shit, and the quote, an other guy's quote came up, and they were like, "Oh my god, I love that movie," and I'm like, "What?"
Finally,
I'm like, yes. They're like, "That movie's so funny." I'm like, "Yes, it is. It's amazing."
Oh, we've been searching for more Other Guys fans forever.
Yeah. If you're an Other Guys fan, drop it. Drop it in the comments, man.
We've been harping on the hilarity of that movie for years.
We love it's a gem. I mean,
it is a gem.
It really is a gem. I was talking about the fight they got at the funeral, the quiet fight. Oh my god, that is so funny. Then shooting Jeter. He's a biracial angel. It is so good. So yeah, drop in the comments, and just remember that the cucumber accents the water in such a way. Some funny shit.
Is he still chasing us?
Is he still
You come back here, you fuck my wife.
Her name is Christina. So good.
Dirty Mike and the boys.
Dirty Mike and the boys.
Is that deer piss?
Does your car come with a dental dam? Okay, we're doing the Fry Guys. Fry Guy Fry review. And I settled on fries. I'm a fry connoisseur. I've loved them forever. And so I'm not going to do like frozen fries or things like that. We do that with some of our foodstuffs. I'm going to stick to restaurants. And what I get and I grade. So like, for example, when I do McDonald's, because that is a no-brainer.
Right.
When I do McDonald's, I will grade it on the fries that I get. So most people be like, oh, 9.5, they're S tier, blah, blah, blah. Yes, but I will still grade them on what I get.
Exactly.
You know, just like Wendy's fries. If I get Wendy's fries and they're hot, they're very good. If I get Wendy's fries and they're kind of cold, they are very mid. They're not good. So I went to King Zero's, and this prompted me to do this. Now, King Zero's is a restaurant in Valparaiso, Indiana. And I would say they have diner kind of food. They have beef sandwiches, they have burgers, they have hot dogs, they have stuff like that. And their food is good.
Yeah, like Greek-inspired American diner.
It's just solid.
Yeah.
It's like, I wouldn't put their food as S tier, but like it is right down the middle every time. Like,
very good.
Yeah, I've never had a bad meal there. But the fries, I've enjoyed... But sometimes, every once in a while, I'll get a bag that's been sitting a little bit, so they're not hot, they're just kind of warm, or they were in the fryer about a minute too long, so they're a little crispy.
A little too crispy, yeah.
A little too crispy. Dude, I got these fries. They were maybe one of the best fries I've ever had.
Ooh.
They're kind of the fast food style fries. I love that they give you a big sack of them.
Yes.
Like a large fry, and they just throw a big sack at you. It's not like these fast food places where it's a little cardboard container and it's just like a scoop of fries. It's like
here's 13 French fries.
Right.
Oh, that's the large?
That's the large? Oh, boy.
This isn't very magic bus of you.
It is not at all. Magic bus. They were so good. They were kind of that in-between, which is the perfect fry. In-between, what I mean is... Like, they're a little bit soft or slightly floppy, but they're also a little crispy on the outside. Like, they're just done perfectly. And there's also a way to salt them if you are an establishment. So, it's like, if you don't put enough salt, I'm not going to ding you too badly, because I can add it.
Sure.
So I won't. But if you salt them too much, I can't unsalt that.
Yeah.
I can't do that. So, keep that in mind, restaurants and bars and whatever that serve fries. They were perfect, like perfectly salted. The texture, everything was right on. So King Zero's, I got to grade it on what I got.
Yeah.
And it was a 9.1.
Ooh.
It was a 9.1 fry. It's up there. It was up there. So very well done. Hopefully when you go there and get a meal and you get some fries, you can do this if you want. I've done this a few times, especially at places where sometimes I don't get hot fries. I'll ask for hot fries.
Yeah.
And, you know, sometimes they'll be like, okay, you'll just have to pull up and wait. I'll wait. I'll wait for the hot fries.
It's
it's worth it.
Yeah.
It's such a difference.
Yep.
So, yeah, 9.1.
That is solid.
9.1.
Bueno start.
No doubt. Very good fry.
Fry Guy Fry review.
Fry Guy Fry, baby. That's how it's done. That's it. And we are going to take a bit of a break and hit our feature segment. You just made the list. Okay, we're back, everybody. You are listening to the Mark Mo Show podcast on all podcast platforms and YouTube. So make sure you like and subscribe. We'd greatly appreciate it. Feel free to drop comments. We love comments. And my co-host right here, Aiden Maloney, does stuff on the back end. He is my co-host, and he also has a show of his own, Aiden, spelled the right way.
Absolutely.
Now, this segment is called You Just Made the List. It is a top 10 list, goes from 10 to 2. We do the big number 1 reveal. And let's see, rules.
Check the papers there.
Through. Yeah. Oh, One rule, no
Yeah.
rules.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah, there you go.
Worried for a moment.
Just when you thought you were going to have a lot of paperwork and fine print and,
red tape. Oh, my God.
having to get an actuary, who knows. But at any rate, so that's it. And this week, it is favorite action actors. So not a role per se, but just your favorite actors. Because some actors have done many action roles. So I'll start off with mine.
Yeah.
Number 10, I got a tie, because there's no rules.
True.
Denzel Washington and Harrison Ford.
Ah, nice.
Both classic. I know Denzel still does stuff, because he does Equalizer. Harrison Ford, most of his stuff is in the past in terms of his action, but you can't look past Indiana Jones and Star Wars.
True.
It's great.
Right.
Number 9, Angelina Jolie. I think she was Tomb Raider. There were a bunch of other roles that she played that were action-type roles.
True.
She's very good at those. Mr. and Mrs. Smith,
Yeah.
I think with Brad Pitt, that was kind of
Right.
an action role. Number 8, and might be a surprise, people think I might have him higher, but I've got Keanu Reeves at number 8. He's John Wick. He's great. And I know you could probably, what's the...
Could take The Matrix.
The Matrix, yep. That's
Yeah.
what I couldn't think. Technically, that's probably an action role. So I just don't see his resume with a ton of action on it, like some actors. That's why I just grade him down a little. But
Sure.
if you're looking at John Wick, I mean, that's S tier.
Right.
I mean, that's great stuff. Number 7, Chris Evans. He's Captain America.
It's very true.
How can you deny him that? And I know he's had a few other action roles as well. Number 6, Scarlett Johansson.
Nice.
Once again, MCU helped her out with that. But then she also had, there's a couple of other roles that she's had where she's had some action. I think she's doing this Jurassic thing. I think it's a new movie out now.
Oh, okay.
So she definitely has some action roles. Number 5, Liam Neeson.
Nice.
I will find you, and I will ride your magic bus.
I remember that Liam Neeson quote.
Absolutely. Yeah, when he's like, I will ride your magic bus, I'm like, oh my guy.
The bad guys are shaking in their boots.
Yeah, Miss Frizzle too. Number 4, Chris Hemsworth. Tons of action roles, but you look like Chris Hemsworth, you're going to have action roles.
It's a fair point.
Kind of how it works out.
Yeah.
Number 3 is Arnold Schwarzenegger. He's not a tumor, although that wasn't an action movie. As Kim, Dylan,
you son of a bitch.
son of a bitch,
Can't you pushing too many pencils?
get into the chopper. Arnold, Arnie.
There's a funny story with that. The first time I quoted that.
Oh yes, yeah.
We were just sitting down playing Call of Duty. This was years ago, and I just quoted that. I'm like, Dylan, you son of a bitch, and you just looked over at me and you're like,
What?
What are you talking about? I'm like, it's Arnold Schwarzenegger. And you're like, it is not. I'm like, yes, it is.
I was like, there's no way. I've seen every minute of every one of his movies. I'm like, there's no shot.
Looked up the scene. It's when they do the epic, like, handshake
That handshake. Yeah.
Grab.
You son of a bitch.
You're like, holy fuck.
Yeah, I couldn't believe it. I could not believe it. Didn't think it was true.
Oh, man.
And number 2, God, wish he still had his mental faculties about him. Bruce Willis.
Yeah.
Die Hard movies and
The first action Christmas movie.
right.
Yeah.
That's exactly what
Die
that is.
Hard.
Yeah. Old Brucey boy. Yeah, no doubt. He's my number 2. And then I got my number 1 coming up.
Saving the number 1.
Yeah.
Saving Private Ryan. Honorable mentions.
Okay.
I just got a few.
Okay.
I added Tom Cruise, Arnold Schwarzenegger, Wesley Snipes, Jason Statham.
Oh,
and
Statham. God damn it.
Yeah, man. And Scarlett Johansson. Now, those are some good honorable mentions.
Sure.
Number 10, you had him as well, Bruce Willis. Number 9, I had Samuel L. Jackson. You just got to. You just got to.
Oh, and I know, as soon as you said that name, I know the one I missed. God damn it.
Oh, no.
Yep, I know.
Number 8, a tie for 8th place. I kind of went a different route with mine. I kind of went for, like you were saying, the quality instead of the resume, the rap sheet.
Oh, sure.
So this is just specifically for their chemistry in a very specific body of work. Tied for 8th place, is Christian Bale and Heath Ledger.
Oh.
Yeah. How do you beat that on-screen chemistry, man? That movie was phenomenal.
That's true.
Phenomenal. That energy alone gets him in the top 10.
Who want to see his pencil disappear? Ta-da! Oh, so good. So
Number 7 on my list, I have Charlize Theron.
Damn it. That's a good one.
Yeah. Number 6 on my list, tied once again. They weren't, in air quotes, technically in a movie together, but they did work together on movie sets. Tied for 6th is Jackie Chan and Bruce Lee.
Ooh, very good.
Yeah.
Very good.
Number 5 on my list, my main man, Will Smith.
Fuck me.
Yeah, that's a tough one to miss.
Independence Day, it's a classic.
Yep, it is a classic. Then you got all the Men in Black, technically.
Oh, MIB, yep.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Yeah, too focused on the Fresh Prince over here, huh?
I had no doubt. No doubt.
Number 4 on my list is Liam Neeson. Number 3, I keep doing it, tied for 3rd place, Hugh Jackman and Ryan Reynolds. Tied for 3rd place. Yeah, both of their individual movies.
So good.
And their movie together, which was just awesome.
Yeah.
Number 2 on my list is Denzel Washington.
Yeah. Equalizer, baby.
Yeah, man. Absolutely.
He was Equalizer. He was in the recent Gladiator movie.
Yeah.
He was in that Civil War movie. I can't remember it. Morgan Freeman's in it. Matthew Broderick. Jesus.
Oh,
God.
yeah.
Glory.
Yep.
Glory. Yeah, that's a good one, dude.
Yeah.
We on to our number ones?
On to the number ones.
A tie for number 1.
No.
Yes.
Magic Bus.
Magic Bus. Tied. Tom Cruise. Somebody actually, on their radio show this morning, on my way into work, and they were talking about Tom Cruise's resume, and they were listing his movies, and they're going on and on and on, and they were just like, my God, this dude's got to be worth $1 billion by now.
Right.
I mean, just banger after banger.
Yeah.
I mean, you can say what you want about his life choices or his religion or whatever, but the dude makes some movies,
right.
man. So I got Tommy Boy up there, and then not Tommy Boy. It's not.
Yeah.
I mean, although if Farley had survived, I'm sure he'd be on this list. Sylvester Stallone.
Nice. Yeah.
He's Rocky. Expendables. Rambo.
Yeah.
I mean, it just goes on and on. Dude is just a master.
That's fair. It's a good point. He was going to be on my list, but I really wanted to limit my honorable mentions. I had to make some tough cuts.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
you have to. We only have a top 10.
Yep. Number 1 on my list, of course, Keanu Reeves. I essentially took the way you were theorizing about the list and just flipped it on its head. Like John Wick and The Matrix is enough.
So you just take the quality of that role, of the roles rather.
Yes.
And even though somebody else might have done 8 or 9 or 10 movies, you're just like, the 2 he did were perfection.
Right.
So
Right.
I respect that.
Yeah.
I definitely respect that. That's good stuff.
Good lists.
Good lists. Like we always say, throw your lists at us if you want. Put them on the old socials. We'll definitely check them out. And good Lord, okay. This is like a running joke.
It keeps happening.
I don't know why. Because I've used different documents, so I'm haunted.
It's on my side too. It's in our show notes, in our documents, the show prep we do. Review Preview has a glitch.
It does.
Ever since you talked about the Accountant 2, it doesn't go away.
It doesn't go away.
There's always the Accountant 2.
It's
and
bold
then in
letters.
The Accountant 2, and then bold large letters, it says the Accountant 2 a second time. And it's just always there.
It makes no sense.
Like, we're talking about it for the 8th week in
like
a row?
I swear that it's not on there when I'm prepping because I haven't seen it. There's a ghost. There's a ghost in the machine.
It loves the Accountant 2.
It obviously, it loves the Accountant 2. That is crazy town. But it's also hilarious. So this week, I have not been to the movies in a while. I'm going to have to get back. It's been a while.
Magic Bus.
It's
a very musical show.
It's a very musical show today. You're welcome, by the way. So instead of doing that, I thought I'd do a bit of a Marvel review because some big movies are coming up. And right now, there was one that was just at the theater, one that is on the Disney app. So it's like a mini series. And then there's a big movie coming up soon. So the Thunderbolts was just at the theater. Ensnared into Death Trap, the unconventional team of anti-heroes, Yelena Belova, Bucky Barnes, Red Guardian, Ghost, Taskmaster, John Walker. They embark on a dangerous mission that forces them to confront their dark corners of their past and also get closer together. So it was a very interesting movie. And I like the way it was independent from things of the past.
Sure.
However, still being within the universe, the end of the movie starts tying things together like, oh, shit's coming.
Ruh-roh.
Yeah. So that was very interesting. Ironheart, a snare to death trap, and unconventional... What the fuck? I can't.
What happened?
I can't. What happened? Is that what it says on yours too?
Oh yeah, we're having the ghost in the system got really bad.
Holy shit! I'm floored. I am floored. I have no idea why that's there. Anyway, Ironheart is.
I got an overview. It's just a short one though.
Go ahead, go for it, because I'm a freaking moron, dude.
Okay, so ensnared in a death trap, an unconventional team of I'm kidding. I'm kidding,
dude.
A genius.
I'm gonna run you over with the magic bus.
Magic bus.
Magic bus.
A genius teenage inventor, Riri Williams, creates the most advanced suit of armor since Iron Man.
Yep.
A mini-series on, of course, the Disney Plus app, which so far 3 episodes, I believe, it looks like.
Yep.
So that's what you have to look forward to with Ironheart.
Yeah, and that's interesting from the standpoint, obviously we've lost Iron Man, so the tech still exists, she's smart, and it takes place in Chicago, so that's kind of fun. But I've heard, like, and this goes for a lot of their series too, it's like kind of good and bad, and I don't know. I haven't started watching it yet, so I'm not going to form my opinion until I do.
Right.
However... I hope they somehow tie it into something, because I mean that's the Iron Man universe. I mean you can't just drop that. You gotta figure it out.
Yeah.
You gotta figure it out fast.
That's true.
So hopefully they will. And the last one, of course, is The Accountant. No, I'm joking.
The Accountant 2.
The Accountant 2 is a great Marvel movie.
Ensnared in a death trap, an unconventional team of anti-heroes. The Accountant 2.
My God, dude. I told you today was not good.
I'm just gonna make that the description of this episode. Ensnared in a death trap.
Your hosts have to battle the ghost in the machine while driving the magic bus. Oh my God. Okay, and then the movie coming out is called Fantastic Four. Mr. Fantastic, Invisible Woman, Human Torch, and The Thing face their most daunting challenge yet as they defend Earth from Galactus and Silver Surfer. Looks to be pretty good. I've seen reviews. Reviews look really good. But as comic book fans know, many casual fans don't, there's a multiverse, so there are many other universes and there are many other Earths.
Right.
And so they are from an Earth that is not the Avengers, so they're completely separated from that. However, from what I hear, it's not going to stay that way.
Interesting.
So we're going to have to see how the multiverse starts screwing with things.
Going to get a little TVA out here.
It's definitely going to get some TVA, which basically means we're going to get Loki maybe.
Right, that'd be fun.
And maybe some Owen Wilson. Wow. Wow, you guys are fantastic. Wow. So that's it. A little Marvel review, what's coming up. And then, of course, that's going to lead to next year and the year after with the Avengers movies coming up. Avengers Doom with Doctor Doom.
Very fun.
Now played by Robert Downey Jr.
Ooh. Interesting.
Good guy, now bad guy. But the Russo brothers have said there is, in fact, a connection between Iron Man and Doctor Doom.
Curious.
So I'm very curious.
That's fun.
Mm-hmm. We're now moving on to While You Were Sleeping. So, indeed, while you were sleeping, Aiden had his eye on the ball, guys. I mean, he figured this shit out. And there's a lot of stuff we missed. whether it was games or TV shows or YouTubers or movies or whatever. And he's got his eye on the ball. So I'm very interested to learn what we actually missed.
It's a video game. It is a video game that you guys slept on for over a decade.
Oh, my.
And I'm willing to be humble when it's fair to do so. I too slept on...
Be humble. That's all you get.
Yeah.
That's all you get on that one, especially.
We sing any more of that, we'll be in trouble.
We'll be in big trouble. We're not gonna do it.
Yeah. This game came out April of 20... okay, maybe it's not a decade old. Maybe I read that wrong. There's a Ghost in My Machine, too.
Oh, no.
Regardless, you guys slept on it. I found it. I played a lot of it.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe some of it's on my YouTube channel, Aiden Spelled the Right Way.
There you go.
If you want to suss it out. Or you could just buy it and play it, which I do recommend, but not sponsored by Aviassembly. Aviassembly, a very fun game made by a developer, hopefully I pronounce this right, Jelly Boyge, I believe.
What'd you say, Jelly Roll?
Magic Bus? Jelly Boyge, Aviassembly. Build and fly your own airplane, complete missions to earn money, upgrade your plane, discover new locations in an open world.
What's it called?
Aviassembly.
Avia?
Well, kind of like aviation assembly. Aviassembly. Yeah. It is so fun. There's an entire career mode that I haven't gotten to yet because there's a sandbox mode where you get to build your own airplane however you like. They give you all the parts, all the bits, and you get to go wild. It's so fun. It's so fun. And usually, like, with those types of games where, there's a sandbox mode, it's easy to put a couple hours into it, and you're like, oh, okay, that's enough exploration with the sandbox mode.
Yeah.
I've put so many hours into building silly-looking airplanes because the physics engine on it is pretty decent. You need to do, like, at least the simple mathematics of, like, okay, I need more lift than I have drag and weight, and, you bad angle of attack on the wheels, you won't get up in the air, you'll crash, all that kind of fun stuff. You have to weigh the thrust versus the drag and all that fun stuff to make the plane fly. But when you're given everything, unlimited amount of fuselages, every type of wing and cockpit and engine you can imagine, it is very easy to get a little lost in the sauce and make some silly-looking planes. So I have made a lot of silly-looking planes, and it's just fun. Yeah. It's just fun. So Aviassembly gets a lot of recommendation from me.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, I took a peek at that, and it was rather entertaining seeing some of the machines you were putting together.
Yeah.
And that one... that if you got young children, earmuffs. Yeah. They're one that looked like anal beads.
The cat man.
The cat, yeah,
the caterpillar.
The caterpillar. It was like caterpillar. I'm like, that doesn't look like a caterpillar. I know what that looks like.
I didn't even mean to. I'm like trying to make a caterpillar.
Yeah, the first iteration of that did not perform.
No, it didn't get off the ground. Really,
it really didn't.
No,
you're like, oh, probably gonna need some bigger wings.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was good. That was fun. I get the appeal.
Yes, absolutely. Very easy to get lost in the sauce.
Oh, no doubt. Well, we're going to take a quick break and come back, and we're going to drink some beer and finish up our tier listing with pizza next. We're back, everybody, and we're now on to our beer review, and we're gonna zig where we should usually zag with this particular. You like that?
That's good.
That's good. Yeah, I just made that up. Magic bus. So we are not technically doing a beer
during the official beer review
per se. I know.
Goodness,
but it won't disappoint people. I mean, we probably disappoint them in many other ways, but...
Oh, that's just what we're known for.
That's just what we're known for. We do deliver. And you will get your sweat pills. So No, we're going to try something a little bit different. What do we got for the fine folks this week?
Different. Instead of a malt beer, we have a ready-to-drink cocktail.
Ooh.
And I'm sure everyone out there is pretty familiar with these, at least especially in the U.S. They have been popping off, remarkably popular. They're kind of everywhere now. They're taking up a bunch of market space where, your White Claws and Trulies used to be. I mean, they still are, but these are really popping off. The one we have in front of us is called Surfside Lemonade plus Vodka.
Ooh.
It is made with stateside vodka, which makes sense, it's called Surfside, lemonade, natural flavors, and artificial sweetener. So, from what I understand, it is zero sugar, which lends to the fact that, hey, probably not going to get, like, a headache or anything. Usually when I have, like, sugary alcoholic beverages, I get a headache because it's, like, too much sugar.
It's too much.
Too much sugar, and then the alcohol dehydrates you anyway.
That could have been my issue. The one night I went out, and I had 3 vodka Red Bulls.
Ooh, that's a lot.
And I had them in like an hour.
Yeah.
And I'm built for this game, ladies and gentlemen, so it usually is not an issue. And it wasn't then, because I managed to go to another bar and have a couple more beers, and I was fine. But when I got home, and then next day, it was like there was an elephant with a jackhammer on my head. I was like, what the hell is going on? So that might have been it.
Yeah, sugar plus booze is not, in my experience, not a good way to go. So this doesn't seem to have that issue. But we will be the judge on its flavor. We'll rank it from 0 to 5 stars at our discretion.
Okay.
And we'll let you guys know. This is not, usually we go into the Untapped app and like give it ratings and flavor notes through there. This is not in there because it's a cocktail and not a beer.
Correct.
So we're just raw dogging it. Slancha. And cheers to you at home, whatever you're enjoying.
Oh, boy.
Ooh.
Oh, boy.
It is impossible to tell that this is not simply lemonade.
This, ladies and gentlemen, this is a dangerous drink.
It is dangerous.
Holy crap.
I will note it is 4.5% ABV, so it's 9 proof. So it is just less than your White Claws or Trulies would be. But, man, you can't tell at all.
Nope.
You can't. It tastes like lemonade.
That's really good.
That's really tasty. And I'm a huge fan of lemonade. I wish, this is just my personal taste buds, I wish it was a little more tart, a touch more lemon to it.
Sure.
But even as is, I mean, if you're talking a hot day outside, you just got in from mowing the lawn.
It's refreshing as hell.
Yo, sitting next to the pool, get real. This is fantastic. I'll give this a 3.75 out of 5, simply because I want a little more tart.
That's fair. I'm going 4.25. I like alcoholic drinks that don't taste like alcohol.
Yes. Fair point.
Not that bothers me a whole heck of a lot, but like this, I would thoroughly enjoy like all day.
Oh, yeah.
It makes me remember a time where I went to Canada and we made our own shandies with lemonade that had carbonation in it because that is the proper shandy.
True.
And we had our proportions right, so like 50-50, that and half of a lager.
Yep.
And we at one sitting, and mind you, we're prepping. We're getting ready to go to a concert.
A little pregame.
So we're pre-gaming. And I must have had about 7 or 8. And
oh my.
I finally, my bladder was like, hello.
Knock, knock.
We got work to do now. And I was like, oh man, I better get up. And I got up and I was like, whoa. I'm like, that's different.
Right.
And I just had a little bit of a buzz. I'm like, did not expect that.
Right.
So drinks like this, that it's the bit of a surprise.
Yeah.
Because you normally don't realize that you're getting tipsy with drinks.
Oh, this would sneak up on you.
Oh, it does for sure. My friend Andy and I, when we had an apartment near Wrigley Field, we used to host parties. Obviously, if you live near Wrigley Field, you're hosting parties.
Right.
But we had this Christmas party, and he's like, we should do some jungle juice. I'm like, okay. So I went and bought a big 5-gallon tub, and we got it, and he's like, yeah, pick up a bag of ice too. Yep, I'll do that. So we had the ice, And then we just had liquor. So much liquor. It was like 151, Everclear. What else did we have? I think we had... God, what's that rum with the jackass with his foot up? Captain Morgan. We had Captain Morgan. We had...
That guy is not Magic Bus.
He is not Magic Bus. That dude is waiting at the bus stop with his leg up, and we're driving right by. I think we had some vodka. I think it was like well vodka. Nothing spectacular, but we literally just dumped it all in. We dumped it all in, put the ice in first, then dumped in all the liquor. And then we had gallons of high C, and then threw in a bunch of fruit.
Yeah.
And we kind of mixed it with a big spoon and let it sit for a minute, and then we tried some. I'm like, oh my God. People are going to die at this party because we could not taste the alcohol, but we knew there was a boatload in there.
Right.
And it did. I got sick. I did. I got sick. Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's right. Because then when the party was winding down, my buddy Andy was a bouncer at a bar called Hang-Ups in Chicago. And then we took the train down there, and we got a bunch of free shots in these little vials there.
Oh, God.
And then we were heading back on the train, and the guys had to get me... Oh, my glasses broke, too. Some guy in big Viking boots jumped on me. I think he was trying to get me to, like, hold his legs and he ride me, but he was bigger than me. So I was like, physics, ass.
Right.
And so I go to the ground, and, like, there's just, like, a fracas. And, like, fracas, and people are moving about, and I'm seeing feet. And I look down this alleyway, and this Viking guy is taking these big steps and these running steps away from me. And, like, my buddy Frank, who is pretty much like physically the only guy who was going to be able to contain me, and I popped back up, and I just like was ready to kill this guy. He's like, nope, not tonight. I'm like, all right. So, but we got back on the L, and the guys had to pull me off the L because this girl was hitting on me, and we were going to go up to her place off of Wilson. So I was just like, where are we going? And I was like, game on.
Yeah.
Like, I was in prime condition. Well, I wasn't, but I was like, game-wise, Riz-wise, I guess.
Sure.
They had to pull me off the bus. But then I woke up the next morning, and then next to me was something unpleasant. And I'm like, oh no. Damn it. But there were a lot of people that dealt with that. And then when I went out into the kitchen, Andy was spread eagle on his back in the kitchen floor with an ironing board on him.
Because of course.
Yep. And I think Carl was upside down on a chair. Yeah, it was chaos. It was chaos. Utter chaos. And we knew it was going to happen.
Right.
A bunch of people slept. They just passed out on floors and wherever. But it was chaos. And I had
the power of jungle juice.
And I had to get up and function and go on a date the next day. So it was not ideal.
Oh no.
It was not ideal. But yeah, that is very similar to this. I will say that. It is. It's a lovely beverage.
Yes, absolutely. To recap, a good beverage.
Good beverage, for sure. I will definitely be bringing some of these on the Magic Bus next time, for sure. But so that's our non-beer review.
Yeah,
very good, very tasty, and we are now going to wrap things up with tier listing part 2 with pizza.
Pizza, the continuation.
The continuation.
Pizza 2, the sequel.
Pizza 2, the seduction, is coming up. And, all right, what do we got? Do we have a theme, or is it a surprise?
It is a theme.
Okay.
Because we did national pizzas, and then we did local za.
Yeah.
This time, it's what you find in the frozen aisle.
Ooh, okay.
Because it's just what you do when you don't have the money for a local pie. Like,
or you just don't want to cook.
Right.
You come home, it's like 10 minutes later, I can have a pizza. Let's do that.
Yeah, that's the option. So, we have several of the frozen aisle favorites.
Beautiful.
Brands to choose from and rank on a scale from F being the worst of the worst, D being bad, C being mid, B being good, A being great, S being the best of the best.
Of the best.
Of the best. Starting out on this frozen pizza tour we're doing in our own brains, we're going to start off with Totino's.
Ooh, Totino's.
They got the personal pizzas, and they've got the pizza rolls.
They do. and see if we're going through the aggregate here or if we're just grading one or the other. The pizza rolls are probably an A. I mean, they're awesome. Perfect for buddies who are coming over watching sports. Throw a bunch in the oven, put them in a big bowl.
Right.
People love that shit. I like it too. And then when it comes to their actual pizza, it's kind of mid. But if you like stuff like bar pizza,
Sure.
that's kind of what it is.
Yeah.
So if you're a fan, my only recommendation on any kind of bar pizza or cheap pizza like that, cook it a little bit longer. Get that crisp
A little
going,
crispy,
and it's
yeah.
better. Don't if like it's a little bit of flop to it, it's gonna suck.
Yeah.
So if I have to give an overall grade,
Yeah.
I'd say B.
B? A B for Totino's. Next up is one I know we've had plenty of. Tombstone.
Tombstone is solid. It's that quality and cost combo. So it's not the cheapest, but it's in the cheaper tier.
Yeah.
But it's also really good, and
Like the classic...
that crust is always solid,
The
man.
classic cracker crust, yeah.
It's really good.
Good little mini sausages, too.
I do. I
Yeah.
really do like their sausage, and I'm not a huge pepperoni guy, but their pepperoni's pretty
Yeah.
decent because I've had the one that has both the pepperoni and the sausage
Right,
on it. It's
right.
pretty good. I really don't know what the rest of the list looks like,
Right.
and I'm slightly hesitant to give it the S tier, so I'm gonna go A plus.
An A plus for Tombstone.
Yep,
It's very fantastic. I'm sure the sausage itself gave it the extra plus.
it really did.
I wouldn't doubt it.
I'd really like the sausage, no doubt.
Next on the list, which I did predict last week, would be on both that list and this one, Home Run Inn.
Home Run Inn, right? Because it's not the restaurant fresh made; it's the frozen. This is an interesting one because it definitely has S tier crust. The crust is awesome,
Flaky, buttery.
Oh, it's so good. And then the sauce sometimes gives me heartburn, and I don't know why it does that. I'm not sure what's in it. Maybe a combination of onion powder. I don't know. I really don't know what's in it.
Too high in acid or something like that.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe that's it. But not every time. But most times that'll do that. But I really do enjoy it. I enjoy the crust. Their sausage, their meat on the pizza is pretty good.
And if you get the meat lovers, Home Run Inn, they put the meat on there. You getting protein
really
per
do.
bite. Yeah.
They really do. You're getting the bang for your buck on that. I once again hesitant to go S tier on it, just simply because I get heartburn with it sometimes. But to me, it's a solid A.
Solid A. A for Home Run Inn. Next up, Roma.
Roma's good. I gotta be drunk. I gotta be drunk to eat Roma.
Yeah. It's cheaper than Tombstone, and you can feel it.
You can feel it.
Yeah.
It's definitely the quality is not there. But once again, if it's 2 a.m, you're getting home from the bar and you throw it in there, it'll do what it needs to do.
Right.
You know,
Exactly.
it really will.
Yeah.
But being honest, being real, you're looking at a C tier pizza. You're looking at a mid pizza.
Yeah, that's a C straight across for Roma.
Yes.
An interesting point is like you can usually get Roma pizzas for $2.50.
True.
Here's the thing. A Home Run Inn pizza is usually, per pizza is like a pound and 8 ounces to a pound and 12 ounces. Every Roma pizza is like 10 ounces. 11 ounces of pizza.
That's a really good point.
So you're literally getting less product. Of course, it's cheaper by ounce regardless, but you are getting less.
You're getting less pizza.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good point.
An interesting point to make.
Mm-hmm.
Next on the list is DiGiorno.
I like DiGiorno. I'm not as big of a fan of the bready pizza, but it is very tasty. The sauce is good. The sausage is really good.
Right.
So the problem with things that are too bready for me is I'll max out
True.
at 2 slices.
Yeah.
Like it honestly, and I'm being completely honest, not that I've done this very much. I think I've only done it a couple of times. I can kill a Tombstone pizza.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
I can kill a Tombstone pizza. If it's cooked perfectly, get out of my way.
Yep.
Realistically, I do stop myself because I'll eat like half of it and be like, that is going to be great lunch tomorrow. And I leave it for that.
It's a smart idea.
Yeah. But like DiGiorno, that is 2 pieces tops because it's very bready. I would probably go B.
A B for DiGiorno.
A B, yeah.
Word. Next one up, Red Baron.
Red Baron. I have a love-hate relationship with Red Baron. And maybe it's just because I got something against Red Barons, but I really don't. It's red hats. So for me, it's more, I don't know, I used to love it as a kid. We'd get it once in a while. I mean, when we were younger, my parents didn't get a ton of frozen pizza, but when they did, it was usually Tombstone. And once in a blue moon, Red Baron would go on sale, and that's what we'd get. And it'd be like, oh, ghetto Tombstone. And so I was just like, whatever. But it's not bad. It's better than Roma.
Yeah. I think they've got like the cornmeal or something with the crust.
They do.
Yeah.
They do. I'll probably go B-.
A B-, okay.
I was thinking C plus B-, but I'll go B-.
Yeah. Next one up, I've not personally tried, so I'm really hoping you have. California Pizza Kitchen.
I have. Their chicken Alfredo pizza
That sounds great.
They also have a restaurant. They don't have very many left anymore. They used to have them down in Florida when I was there on a gig. But the California Pizza Kitchen has more kind of exotic flavors to them. But they're pretty good overall. Just a little different. Like if you just want that classic Chicago sausage pizza or pepperoni pizza, that's not what this is.
Sure.
But I do like it a lot. I give it a B+.
B+, that's a fair grade. Totally fair grade. Next one up is Amy's Pizza.
Now, Amy's products I like. I like their frozen meals a lot. Like she's got a ravioli and a pesto tortellini thing, and I like they're expensive, so I don't get them a lot.
Yeah.
But every once in a while I'll pick up one or two because it's a decent meal. Yeah. Either way.
It's like healthy ingredients. I think it's all organic.
Right. If I'm buying that for $6 and I'm going to McDonald's for $12,
right.
It's still more affordable than that. So
true.
You have to look at it that way. But the pizza is good. She should stick to the frozen meals, though.
Okay.
C+.
C+, that's fair. That's fair to do. Next one up, Freschetta.
Freschetta, right there with the other bready one that we did, DiGiorno.
The DiGiorno, yeah.
Very similar type of situation, very similar kind of pizza. What grade did I give DiGiorno?
You gave DiGiorno a B.
I will give this a B.
Give this one a B. Freschetta.
Stay right in the family, yep.
Screamin' Sicilian.
That's almost too much. Like, they got these massive chunks of mozzarella in there and whatever, and, like, I get it. It's expensive.
Right.
But it is good pizza.
Good sauce on there.
The sauce is good. I'll go... I was thinking B-. I'll give it a B, though, because, I mean, that's some fresh ingredients, and you got to at least give them that.
Yeah, that's a fair point. Next up is Jack's.
Jack's. Good God.
You'll find it right next to the Roma.
We're Jack's. We make Roma look good. That's not fair. That's not nice. That wasn't nice at all.
The Jack's C-suite listening in like, fuck them, we'll never sponsor these guys.
Yeah, fuck these guys.
You're about to get that Jack's pizza money.
Yeah,
which means we give you $2.50.
$2.50 towards the Jack's pizza.
Right.
And if you undercook it, it is a floppy bitch, man.
It's a nightmare.
It really is. However, I'll give it a C-.
Yeah.
If you cook it right, it's okay.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
It's okay.
I can agree with that. The penultimate pizza. Gotta love alliteration. Classico. Known for their sauces. And then they were like,
their sauces are good.
Fuck it, we'll make a pizza. We already have the sauce.
We already have the sauce. We'll make the pizza. Yeah, it's pretty good. It's just a C right down the middle. I've had it a couple of times. Not great, but it's not terrible. It's okay.
Yeah, a C for Classico.
Indeed.
The final pizza.
Oh.
Tony's.
Ooh.
Nothing like Tony's.
Yeah, I've done so good not really giving any bad grades here.
You'll find it next to the Jacks.
You'll find it next to between the Jacks and
the
Roma. I'm going to do it D+.
Ooh, D+. The lowest grade of the day.
Just no taste. Just tasteless. I would like to, since it's one that I get a lot, I want to submit Eduardo's.
Oh, okay.
I get that pizza weekly. Eduardo's has a restaurant in Northwest Indiana. They might have one in Chicago area too. and they use fresh ingredients. Everything is fresh. And so I had their pizza at the restaurant, blew my nuts off. I was like, wow, this is awesome pizza. And saw it in the case one time. I'm like, oh, I wonder if their frozen pizza holds up. It holds up.
It holds up? Ooh,
It holds
okay.
up. It's an excellent pizza. It's my favorite frozen pizza.
That's notable.
It is an S tier
The S tier
frozen pizza.
puts the S in Eduardo's.
Indeed it does.
Indubitably.
Oh, man.
That's good.
Yeah. So I was waiting to hear it, and then I didn't hear it. I'm like, oh, man, it's my pizza. I have to.
Yeah.
I have to include that.
I mainly went just off of memory of like what I remember seeing in the store shelf. So
Oh, you hit everything else.
yeah.
You definitely hit everything else.
To recap, Totino's got a B, Tombstone A+, Home Run Inn A, Roma got a C, DiGiorno B, Red Baron B-, California Pizza Kitchen B+, Amy's C+, Freshetta B, Screamin' Sicilian B, Jack's C-, C for Classico, Tony's got the dastardly D+,
Sorry, guys.
Eduardo's with the S.
I think that's fair.
It's a good list.
It's a good list. We did good.
And we will submit these online for your enjoyment. Let us
Absolutely.
know how you would have ranked them.
No doubt. No doubt. And that does it. I appreciate each and every one of you for listening. This guy right here, Aiden Maloney, really does a great job here on this particular podcast. Even the stuff behind the scenes production, as well as his own Aiden Spelled the Right Way, which is his gaming YouTube channel. So make sure you guys check that out. I want to also thank, we have some local supporters. Currie, Fort of Valpo. I almost said Currie Food. It's just like,
Got pizza on the mind.
I think I need to get some food soon. Currie, Buick GMC, Geitonia Greek Grill, Valpo Family YMCA, Simko Sign, Smoketown Blues Barbecue, The Entertainer Magazine, and the Care Place of Valpo, Aiden Maloney, and The Accountant 2. Thanks to
We're this team of anti-heroes.
this team of anti-heroes. The Accountant 2. Oh my God, what a mess. What a mess. Oh God, yeah, thanks anyway for listening. Jesus Christ. But yeah, make sure you check out his Guys Being Dudes and Aiden Spelled the Right Way. It's great stuff for sure. Check out my radio show if you can, after hours, streaming at WVLP.org and the TuneIn app, Tuesday nights at 9 p.m. Central, Fridays at 4 p.m. Central. And that does it, dude.
Damn right.
We did it. I hope you guys have a great day, a great weekend, and we'll see you next week when we wrap up Season 2.